And the Mavs won 11-99, lost to the
I
Kings.
didn't see this game. Tell me about it.
Well, it came in the second quarter. He disagreed with the ref on an offensive foul call. And then the second one came with less than a minute remaining when he tossed the ball during a timeout. And that led to an ejection. So he now has 15 technical fouls.
No, he complains.
Yes, this is standard.
Yeah, he complains a lot.
Yes. Well, he has 15 technical fouls, so he has one shy of an automatic suspension. So after the game, Luka told reporters, "Don't worry, I won't get another one." But I mean,
he's a complainer.
He's a complainer, and that's significant. They are 5th in the West right now at 36-28. So they're pretty close with the Lakers and the Blazers. So they can't afford to have Luka out on suspension for any of these games because they don't want to wind up in the 7th seed in the play-in tournament.
I'm trying to think of a player. Rasheed Wallace jumps to mind that gets this many technicals. Now, I don't have the data in front of me.
Draymond.
Yeah, but Draymond...
Because Draymond got suspended in the finals.
Yeah, you're right. But Luka and Sheed are great offensive players. Those guys don't always feel like technical guys. Like, I get the Lambeers and the Draymonds.
Yeah.
They're in constant physical altercations. They're provoke guys. Those kind of guys get technicals. Generally, guys that average 30 are getting a lot of calls and a lot of points. You'd be happy. You just scored another basket. Like, rarely do you get great offensive players who get this many T's. Sheed and Luka jump out to me. Is there anybody else I'm missing here? We'll look it up. Technical guys are tough guys.
Yeah.
Rodman, Draymond.
Right.
I mean, they're feisty guys.
But Luka has something to say about a lot, which is why he's in this situation.
Yeah.
They really need to be careful. Like, they can't afford to lose him for a suspension for a game with these last few games and wind up in the play-in tournament.
No question. Joy Taylor with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd
we just got Alex in my ear. Karl Malone's another guy. He was another complainer. Oh, Karl Malone never stopped complaining. You know, Magic was a complainer. But Magic had that smile.
Yeah, Magic was
Everybody's
smile.
like, Magic smiled at me. I can't give him a T. Karl Malone was growling about something every time down the floor. All right, I'm handing out my NFL Draft Awards coming up next. Long day, hot shower, jump in, heat it up, and the hot water runs out. Doesn't happen with Navien hot water heaters because they're different. They only heat water when you're in there, so it doesn't run out. They're Navien tankless water heaters. Instant, endless hot water for spa-like comfort. They take up less space than a traditional water tank, save money in the planet. 15-year limited warranty. Also, you save big in your water bill because they're high-efficiency tankless water heaters. Local rebates save you even more. Find the name of your Navien contractor. Help you upgrade to Navien tankless water heaters. What's the website? Easy. All right. Good seeing you.
All right. We'll see you, Colin.
All right. Joy Taylor with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
The Bucks drafted Florida quarterback Kyle Trask at the end of the second round.
Yeah.
However, they made very sure Tom Brady was aware that's what they were doing.
They did.
To Peter Schrager, Bruce Arians said Brady had been kept in the loop on the team's plan to draft a quarterback for weeks, and he also knew that Trask was going to be the pick. Trask said it's truly remarkable that he'll be able to learn from Brady. He was one of his favorites growing up. I also think this is a good move for Tampa. Kyle Trask played in Florida, a little 2-hour drive away.
Yeah.
So have a little fan base when he does get the opportunity in, say, 2 years to get out there. And, you know, I think he was drafted in the appropriate place. He still felt a little raw. He needs some time to develop. And we know Brady's not giving that spot up any time soon, at least not this year. So I thought this was a really smart draft by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
This is the way to do it, not the Jordan Love way. This is the way to do it, which is keep your quarterback in the loop. You know, I thought they may go first round, but they ended up getting Joe Tryon, who's a really good edge rusher. So there was just too many good players. They weren't going to give up a pick. But, I mean, listen, quarterback matters, and the reality is you're going to give this guy 2 years to learn the system. Let's say he's not what you think. All right, he's a real good backup, and you go get one.
Yeah, and it's a second-round pick. It's completely appropriate.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that situation that didn't play out exactly the same way. Green Bay, tensions are very high between Aaron Rodgers and the Packers right now. There are numerous reports that Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. Matt LaFleur doesn't want to think about the possibility of him leaving the team.
Yeah, I bet.
I can't even take my brain to that spot right now. So I just want to do everything in my power to ensure that doesn't happen. I can't fathom not being in Green Bay. So that's where my mind's at. I just, I don't only love the player, but I love the person. I love working with him on a daily basis. I think we all do, from the players in that locker room to the coaching staff. And I don't even want to let my mind go there.
I don't know what this says about me, but I'm 100% on Aaron Rodgers' side.
It's okay.
I just have absolutely no sympathy for the Packers. Zero. I can't even pretend to have sympathy for them. I don't. First of all, you're in a talent-based business, right? So sometimes people are not agreeable. Them's the breaks.
Yeah.
He won you a Super Bowl, and he's going to go down as one of the top 10, maybe top 5 quarterbacks of all time, and you currently have him on your team. Just make him happy, man. Just do it. That's it. What, do you think you're going to get another Aaron Rodgers? Obviously, you don't. Or you would have moved off him this year because you traded up to get Jordan Love and he's not ready to play yet. And this isn't like shade towards Jordan Love. It just wasn't the right pick. You were just in the NFC Championship game. You were 13-3. Why are you trading up for a quarterback? I don't want to hear about Aaron Rodgers. His play is sliding. He won MVP last year.
Yeah.
Like this is all on the Green Bay Packers. Well, I have literally zero sympathy for how they've handled this.
Think of this. Tom Brady's 44 next year. And the Bucs chose a quarterback in the second round. Aaron was 36, I think, last year at the start of the year, 36-ish. So like 8 years younger, and you moved up in the first round to get somebody who may evaluate higher athletically, but didn't win a bunch of football games in college.
You did not need a quarterback.
Right.
And on top of that, you didn't communicate with Aaron Rodgers about it.
For the record, the team a little bit in the middle is Atlanta. So Atlanta, now Matt's had no injuries, younger than Aaron, but they passed on a couple of really highly coveted quarterbacks who grade much higher than Jordan Love did a year ago, and Atlanta went player because Atlanta's takeaway is we've got to get more explosive offensively and defensively.
I don't know. I can't, like him saying he can't take his brain to that spot. Like when you took Jordan Love, what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? It's like the guy that has the beautiful supermodel wife and he like completely stops taking her out on dates.
Boom.
Stops buying her flowers and like doesn't compliment her at all. And then goes and hires like a beautiful 19-year-old secretary. Like, and then he's confused why she's mad and going out with her girlfriends all the time. Like, what did you think? What did you think was going to happen?
I'm not great with the flowers, but I'm very. I take my wife to dinner at least 3 days a week. How's that?
That is significant. I would say that's
Boom,
that's
fellas.
a lot.
Uncle Colin taking care of Ann.
Those are a lot of